Hey guys, it's Shilpa here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be sharing my top 8 lipsticks for brown skin. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the very first shade which I have is from Sugar and it's from their Nothing Else Matter range in the shade 12 Teak Over. It's a beautiful brown burgundy shade. You can also call this shade as a purplish brown. So this shade is very unique and this shade will gonna suit all skin tones from fair, medium, dusky as well as deeper complexion. So this Nothing Else Matter range from Sugar is like my favorite. I have tried their other two ranges, which is Smudge Me Not Liquid Lipstick and Matte Attack one. So the formula of both Smudge Me Not Liquid Lipstick and Matte Attack lipsticks are kind of similar because you do feel that you have applied something on your lips. But the formula of Nothing Else Matter is quite comfortable, creamy and long lasting. The only bummer is that these lipsticks are not transfer proof. So the next shade is from NY Bay X Shakti collection and it's in the shade Tango Tease 2, and a lot of you guys have asked me about this shade on Instagram. So it's a beautiful warm tone shade and it's a mix of brown plus orange. So this shade will gonna look so good on brown, dusky and deeper complexions. These lipsticks will also gonna work for pigmented lips, and I do have pigmentation around corners of my lips, and these lipsticks will give you opaque coverage with one swipe. So these lipsticks does take 2 or 3 minutes to completely dry down, but once they are completely dried, they don't budge, they don't move or transfer. So these lipsticks are quite long lasting. And if you really want to try any one shade from my recommendation, then I would highly recommend this one because the formula is so amazing. So the next shade is from Swiss Beauty non-transfer waterproof range and it's in the shade 421 Lust On. So this shade was also included in my top 12 pink nude lipsticks video. In case you haven't checked out, I will leave the link in the description box. It's a beautiful pink nude shade, and if you love pink nudes then you should definitely try this one, and it complements my brown skin really well. It's a perfect everyday sort of shade, and because this color has a hint of mauve in it, this color would be a perfect nude shade for fair, medium and dusky complexions. And lastly, talking about the transfer power, though they said these lipsticks are non-transfer waterproof lipsticks, but these lipsticks does transfer a little bit, but I don't mind honestly because these lipsticks are quite comfortable on your lips and are quite long lasting. So the next shade is from Lakme Forever Matte Liquid Lip Color and it's in the shade 12 Pink Glam. It's a perfect pink shade for brown and dusky complexion. It is not on too bright or loud side, and also the formula of these lipsticks is quite nice. It's quite liquidy. It almost feels like you have applied lip tint on your lips, and if you are not into those heavy liquid lipstick formula, then you should definitely try this. It's quite lightweight, comfortable to wear, and also the formula is quite similar to Nykaa liquid lipsticks. Though these lipsticks are liquidy, but these are quite pigmented. If you have pigmented lips, then you may need to build this color like 2 or 3 times, but at last you will get an opaque coverage. And also talking about the transfer power, these lipsticks does not transfer at all. So this is a must-have shade for pink lipstick lovers. So my next favorite shade is from NYX and it's NYX Lip Lingerie in Exotic, and you must have heard about this shade. It's quite popular. It's a beautiful nude shade for brown skin and it has a mix of peach and brown color. Talking about the shade is really pretty and texture is kind of on moussey side. And talking about the formula is as similar to any other liquid lipstick. And the one thing which I don't like about this lipstick is that it settles into your fine lines. So that's the only bummer. Apart from that, the shade and formula is really nice. This lipstick is quite long lasting, and at last talking about the transfer power, these lipsticks does not transfer or budge, so these are quite long lasting. So the next shade which I have is from Maybelline Creamy Matte and it's in the shade 660 Touch of Spice, and this shade is quite similar to the Swiss Beauty lipstick which I have shown earlier. It's a beautiful everyday nude shade with a very comfortable formula, and it's a beautiful true nude shade for my complexion. So the only thing is that this lipstick is a creamy matte lipstick. It's not a proper matte lipstick, so it does transfer, it does budge, and you may need to reapply after every 2 or 3 hours. But the shade is really pretty and suits my complexion really well, and I really don't mind the formula because it's really easy to reapply without any tugging or pulling. So at last, talking about the transfer power, here is the kiss test, and you can see these lipsticks does transfer. And also earlier this shade used to be for like 500 or something, but now they have launched in the creamy matte range, so it's for only 299. So the next shade which I have is from Jaqueline USA Lip Pops, and it's in the shade 05 Peach Pop. And if you are from brown skin family, then you would know it's really difficult to find a proper peachy shade for brown skin, because maximum shades does wash you out, but this shade is a perfect peachy shade for brown skin, not only for brown skin but for fair, medium as well as dusky complexion. The formula of these lip pop is creamy matte and also quite pigmented. The formula of this lip pop is quite comfortable and also quite long lasting. And at last, talking about the transfer power, these lip pops does transfer a bit. And yeah, it's another one of my absolute favorite shade. I love to wear this shade with Indian wear. Talking about my last favorite lipstick, which is again from Sugar Nothing Else Matter range, and this time it's in the shade 02 Red Rush. I've kept this shade for the last because it's a really unique shade. I haven't seen anything like this in any other ranges. So the name says it's Red Rush, but it's not at all a red shade. It's a red nude sort of shade. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say, and it's a very subtle version of red. Sometimes reds can be a bit too loud or too much for a daytime look, so at that time you can use this sort of shade. So this is like my another favorite shade, and I specifically like this shade to pair up with my Indian wear. Talking about the formula of these lipsticks, the formula is quite creamy and pigmented, and these are extremely comfortable on your lips, but these lipsticks does transfer. So with that, this is the last shade from my favorite lipsticks for brown skin. And here are all the swatches all in one place in order which I have shown. I will leave all the shade names, prices and everything in the description box, so make sure to check that. So that's it for today's video guys. I hope you guys liked it. Do let me know in the comment section below which one is like your favorite shade, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.